Good morning, students. Students, as you know, your political science is going on, and in political science, chapter 6, political parties. This chapter is going on, and through this chapter, we are knowing about different political parties, national level political party, state level political party, and the features about original party. What is the challenge to all the political parties? And as you know, in social science, you have four parts of the social science: history, geography, economics, and political science. History, geography, economics, and political science. And the political science is a part of social science, and in the political science, as you know, political science is going on, and in the political science, chapter 6, political parties. And we are trying to know about different parties and how many parties should we have, challenges to all the political parties, and such as your questioning related to the topic dynastic succession and how can we reform. Now student, today's topic, very important topic, and we are going to discuss about important topic, very important topic, and today's class is also important, and through this topic we can know about reformed in the different political parties. Your today's topic is how can parties how can parties be reformed? How can parties be reformed? Your today's topic, how can parties be reformed, means through this topic we will understand, we will discuss about reformation, about reform. Students, as you know, in order to face these challenges and to make democracy more strong, political parties need to be reformed. When we have to make a strong democracy, then we have to need a reform in a different political parties. Let us look up some of the recent effort and suggestion also in our country to reform political parties, political groups, and its leaders also. In this, there are some laws made by election commission, and we have to follow that rules made by election commission. In the first point in this topic, anti-defection law. Anti-defection law. You know, student, what is anti-defection law? What is the means of anti-defection? You have listened in election time. In election time, so many political leaders exchange the party. So many political leaders during the election for the ticket of the different political party. So many different political party leaders change the party. In Hindi, if you will say, the means of the anti-defection, दल बदल कानून, दल बदल कानून. Anti-defection means to prevent the defection and make a law called anti-defection law. Under the anti-defection law, MLAs or MP cannot change their party after the election, and this was done by many elected representatives were indulging in defection in order to become minister or cash reward to become a minister or cash reward means this type law prevent to the changing a party. And now under the new law, if any MLA or MP change the party, he or she will lose the seat in the legislature. Very good policy made by by election commission. If any political party change the party or any candidate change the party, then the seat will lose in the legislature. And this new law has helped to bring defection down, and at the same time this has made anti-dissent more difficult, and MPs and MLA also have to accept whatever the party leaders decide. Means no one can change the party, no one can leave the party, MP or MLA. Very important law here you are discussing, you are studying. Second, the rules affidavit. Affidavit. What is affidavit? Affidavit, you know, the Supreme Court passed an order to reduce the influence of money and muscle power. In the last class, you have discussed, you have read about the money and muscle power, which type money and muscle power change the system and disturb to all the machinery system. So Supreme Court passed an order to reduce the influence of money and muscle power during the election. Now it is mandatory for every candidate who contests election to file an affidavit giving detail of his property and criminal cases. About the property and criminal cases pending against him. And the new system has made a lot of information available to the public, but there is no system to check if the information given by the candidate is true or not true. Means whatever information given by the candidate, that is true or not true, here no one such type rules. But after election, if anyone complain about the party candidate, then all the machinery election commission will check. If we will find the wrong, then election commission will take action against that candidate. Okay. After affidavit, third point, steps taken by the election commission. Steps taken by the election commission. Which type of steps taken by the election commission? The election commission passed an order to making a necessary for the political party to hold their organizational election and with this their income tax return also. This rules made by election commission. And now your next topic is proposal for electoral reforms. Have you noted all the point? Noted. Have you noted? Then, okay. Now, student, one important topic, last and important topic we will discuss of this chapter. Last and important topic, proposal for proposals for electoral reforms. Proposal for electoral reforms means this proposal to the reforms in the election commission, means electoral system, with the purpose of strengthen the electoral system in India since independence. So many committees have been constituted which gave the few suggestions, and we have to discuss here about the suggestion suggested by a different committee, different commission. And first, proposal for the electoral reform, provision of state funding, provision of state funding of election. Provision of state funding of election. You know, many people are of the opinion that with the purpose to check the misuse of money power, provision of state funding of the elections should be made. The parliamentary committee also constituted under the chairmanship of Mr. Indrajit Gupta, former Home Minister and leader of the Communist Party of India, had also given the suggestion. Now, second, check on the misuse of official machinery. Check on the misuse of official machinery means any government if doing misuse of the official machinery, then how can we check? To check the misuse of official machinery, the election commission has given of few suggestions, such as election should be held under the supervision of the caretaker government, and the minister should not be allowed to take a part in the function arranged with government expenditure and present time. Also, all the political party, all the minister follow this type rules made by a election commission. With this we have to discuss about a more point of this topic, proposal for electoral reform. We have to discuss in this topic also, such as we are discussing check on the misuse of official machinery. the minister should not be allowed to use government vehicle after the date of the election announced. The minister should not be allowed to give money out of their discretionary fund. Means they can't allow to the fund to all the development or any type of propaganda. The minister should not be allowed to make a publicity on government's expenditure, and no transfer of government servant should be made after announcement of the date of election. Now third point, provisions to minimize provision to minimize the number of candidates. And it is commonly seen that the large number of candidates contest election, and sometimes their number cross 100, which become a headache for the electoral officer. So this type of system minimize the number of the candidates, and there are a few provisions also. Provision of compulsory voting, rule of people, provision of compulsory voting. Provision of compulsory voting means this type a large number of voters in India do not cast their vote. So necessary arrangements should be made by the election commission and made also compulsory for voting, and it will help also in the increasing the percentage of voting. And with this role of people, rule of people, very important. Role of people, ordinary citizen, pressure groups and movement along with the media can play an important role in this role of the people. If political party felt that they would be lost public support by not taking up reforms, they would become more serious about reforms. The quality of democracy depends on the degree of the public participation. It is difficult to reform politics if ordinary citizens do not take a part in the election and simply criticize it from outside. The problem of banned politics can be solved by more and better participation, or this created a local government also. Means ordinary people, a common people play important role in the local government and in the making of the government also. So here need awareness to all the people, ordinary people, and with this media play an important role, and anybody play an important role related to the ordinary people during the election. And the last and main important point number 6, proper representation. Proper proper representation to women. Proper representation to women. Very important point, proper representation to women in the election. Here talking about election of proper representation to the women. Women are important part of our society, and it is said that 50% population means it is said to the women that the women population is 50%. It is commonly said 50% women and 50% men. Means the rights is equal. Nothing difference between the men and women. So everyone is equal, and you are very clearly knowing about fundamental rights, all the fundamental rights giving about equality to all the people, among all the people. So women are important part of our society, so it should be made mandatory to give a minimum number of tickets in the election. Give a minimum number of tickets, about 1/3 to women candidate, and only you will have surprise student, only in the local government 1/3 seats reserved for women in the local government only, not in the state level election or national level election. It is reserved only in the local government, reserved 1/3 seat for women. Okay, student, in this way your chapter 6 political party has been finished. Your chapter political party we are discussing last few days, and I hope you like the class, and comment it student how much you like this class, this about this chapter, this topic. Comment it, surely comment it about I will read your comments how much you like about this class, and all the students subscribe the channel, then easily you will get the information, question answer, video class, all the things. Okay, your chapter, all this topic of the political party has been finished, and after this class student you will get a question answer, NCERT question answer, and few more important questions you will get through PDF in your WhatsApp group. Okay, if any problem then consult to me. Okay, now student note down homework. Have you noted point? Note down all the point. After that you have to note down homework. Note it. Have you noted it, student? Okay. Note down your homework. why is there need for political party? Explain. Why is there need for political party? Explain. Second homework. Political party provide a link between political parties provide a link between the people and the government. Political parties provide a link between the people and the government. Between the inverted commas and explain. Third homework. Explain the challenges. Explain the challenges to the political parties. Explain the challenges to the political parties. Note down your homework. Have you noted, students? Noted your homework? Very good. So student, in the next class we will meet again with a new chapter, and we will discuss about a new chapter and a new topic. Okay? Then thank you for the day. Have a good day.